Gworl, not Young Miami trying to pimp out her BFF JT to Diddy. Tensions between the city girls are at an all-time high, and it looks like JT has been enduring a lot of betrayal behind the scenes. Lil Rod's most recent lawsuit exposed Miami for working as some sort of undercover madam for Diddy, and according to new reports, she allegedly recruited Saucy Santana for Diddy. But she didn't stop there, because she and Santana allegedly also tried to bring JT into it, but JT was not having that, and that's why she cut Miami off, allegedly. But as it turns out, there is more to this story, because JT is now bringing some hard evidence to show just how deep Miami went with Diddy, as well as bringing names of people that Miami tried to sell to Diddy. Child, y'all better be sat for this tea, because JT came to spill, and she did not mess around. Y'all, not only are the city girls over, but they are flat out beefing and throwing shade at each other on social media, and it is messy. At first, we thought that the beef was because Young Miami stopped being a supportive friend to JT, and that she was doing her thing with Diddy and her Carisha Please brand. I mean, JT even claimed that the reason that things were strained between her and Miami was because of Diddy.
Hopefully, the future of the city girls can beat the city girls. Mm-hmm. And I pray that our egos does not like separate it, mm-hmm. or the internet, or guys, mm-hmm. or like nothing. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, nothing.
At the time, we didn't have the full picture of what happened, and we all just assumed that she was feeling a type of way because Diddy was bringing Young Miami into rooms and giving her opportunities that JT didn't quite have access to, like the Met Gala. Plus, Miami said that she was retired from rap, saying, "I don't even rap no more. I retired, y'all." After that, they started doing their own things, dropping their solo singles, and just living their separate lives. We also noticed that JT seemed to fully detach herself from Miami, and she has not looked back since. She didn't even wish Miami a happy birthday back in February. And that's when we all knew that whatever went down between them was really messy. Some people put JT on blast, calling her out for being a bad friend and not sticking by Miami when she was going through a hard time. They pointed out how Miami held it down for JT when JT went to prison and went on a Free JT campaign. But when Miami was getting dragged for being associated with Diddy, JT was silent and didn't say a peep. But as it turns out, there was more to the story than that, because JT is now claiming that Young Miami tried to pimp out to Diddy. Y'all know how Miami was accused of allegedly being a madam for Diddy and helping him source other girls? Well, allegedly, JT is one of the girls, and that's why she cut Miami off when she found out what she was trying to do. JT threw some massive shade when she tweeted, "Bees be sneak dissing, letting they flunky wanna be me, ASS friends, hype they head up, but when I come, just know I'm not gonna play with neither one of y'all bees. Y'all long overdue, hating a B." She also tweeted, "I'm the most supportive bee ever with receipts, but somewhere in the B air ASS head, I'm their competition. Out of all these B who D you ride, you want to pick me as your enemy, loser?" Yeah, this was clearly directed at Young Miami, because y'all know that people call her an airhead whenever they're dragging her on social media. And JT using that diss was intentional on her part. For some context, JT is so furious over this because of the recent revelations that came out about how Young Miami was allegedly recruiting girls for Diddy. Lil Rod's lawsuit did a lot of damage to Young Miami because he revealed just how deeply she was involved in Diddy's shady activities. In his updated lawsuit, he claimed that not only was Young Miami at Diddy's parties where the alleged shady stuff happened, but she also saw the things that went down and did nothing. He talked about a time when Diddy made Young Miami's cousin try to SA him at an event. He wrote, "Mr. Combs was intoxicated and offered cocaine to Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones rejected him and proceeded to walk to the restroom. While using the restroom, Young Miami's cousin burst into the bathroom and began Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones believes that Mr. Combs sent her in there to SA Mr. Jones. As she entered the bathroom, she dropped to her knees and began performing oral action on Mr. Jones's exposed privates. Mr. Jones pushed her away and exited the bathroom." It continued. Young Miami's cousin did not accept Mr. Jones' rejection as she proceeded to follow Mr. Jones out of the bathroom. She started undressing and attempted to straddle him and have intimacy with him in the presence of Mr. Combs and his staff. He claimed that Young Miami allegedly watched this go down, but she made no efforts to try to stop her cousin or Diddy. The updated court documents also exposed Miami for allegedly doing nose candy with Diddy. The documents said, on another occasion in Miami, Florida, on Thanksgiving night of 2022, Mr. Combs asked Mr. Jones and DeForest Taylor to enter the studio bathroom. He asked them for a $100 bill because he wanted them to do nose candy with him. Mr. Jones was scared, but luckily he didn't have a $100 bill, so Mr. Combs waited a little later to do nose candy with Young Miami. He also accused Young Miami of allegedly helping Diddy to transport drugs, as well as bringing drugs to Diddy whenever he needed it, no matter where he was. According to the court documents, plaintiff and the Combs Rico enterprise were rehearsing for something in the Westable in Virginia. Plaintiff Jones personally witnessed Mr. Combs do a few lines of in his dressing room. Defendant Sean Combs wanted to see, but Brendan forgot it. So defendant Christina Coram called Young Miami, who then brought it on the private jet from Miami. He went on to accuse Young Miami of being a S worker for Diddy and getting a monthly payment in exchange for her services. The court documents said Young Miami, Jade, and Daphne Joy were paid a monthly fee to work as Mr. Combs' ex-workers and receive payment via wire transfer from Robin Greenhill, which outlined defendants' ongoing criminal operation. But as it turned out, not only was Miami allegedly working as a sex worker, but she was also helping Diddy recruit other people for his pleasure, if you get what I mean. According to reports, she didn't only recruit women, but she also allegedly recruited men for Diddy as well. And allegedly, her friend Saucy Santana was one of the men that she recruited for Diddy. Reports of Diddy and Saucy Santana allegedly being a thing have been floating for a very long time. And there have been speculations that Diddy's affair was actually with Saucy Santana and that this thing with Miami was just a cover-up. DJ Academics even exposed Diddy's affair with Saucy Santana.
You gotta explain the party
that's
part.
some Saucy Santana shit.
Stop it.
Stop.
Stop.
Now that we got there,
No, stop.
you the one said maybe the girl, Saucy, and Puffy having parties. Don't act like you didn't say that.
Man,
Don't tuck your tail, bro.
Hold up, Ice Cube
Don't
Chuck.
tuck your
I
tail
gotta
now.
say this because
You
I'm
said-
here.
Interestingly, not long after this came out, JT also unfollowed Saucy Santana, and according to a new report, the reason she also fell out with Santana is that she figured out that he was also in on the plot by Young Miami to recruit her for Diddy. Allegedly, Santana and Young Miami were in collusion to give her out to Diddy, and they were being all sneaky about it. And when JT found out about it, she cut off Miami and Santana because she was not about that kind of life. But if y'all think that was the worst of it all, baby, let me set you straight, because they got into a crazy fight on Twitter that left us all shook because it got really messy. It's clear that things have been heating up behind the scenes before it exploded on Twitter. It started when Miami accused JT of sneak dissing her, saying, "A B been sneak dissing me for weeks and I ain't say nothing. What a B mad at me for?" JT was not having this, and she clapped back saying, "Oh, Miss Mama, this your last day playing dumb. It'll be too much for me to tweet. I would like a sit down, Carisha, please, and this time leave Santana home." She also said, "I know I come off crazy, but never in my life did no whack-ish to this girl. She literally enjoys seeing me being dragged. When people show me love, she goes crazy and call it a hate train. But like I said, we can sit and talk about it." Miami accused JT of being a bad friend, saying, "A B trying to kick me while I'm down and playing to these narratives. It's dangerous when I've been nothing but a friend to you." But JT checked this real quick when she replied, "You looking for a way out of your situation? Who was the first person who called you when it all started? You're a sad case." Miami said, "You weird, but always want to act like I'm a weirdo. You always mad, it's always a problem, and all I try to do is push you and tell you the ish, you can rap, you should model, etc. You always mad, you doing your ish as you should. Congratulations, but somehow you still mad at me." She continued, "You let the internet put it in your head that I'm jealous of you when you know I'm the one that always pushed us. You have resentment towards me, and that's okay." She also accused JT of throwing shade at her in her song, saying, "For you to come on here and try to play the victim is crazy. Jatavia, you've been sneak dissing me for the last couple of days. I haven't said ish back to you. You made 2 whole songs dissing me, and I still rapped your songs with my chest and showed love. So what's the real problem here?" JT then said, "Which song was about you?" And Miami replied, "No bars and sideways." But JT denied this, and she said, "Oh wow, you're really losing it. If you thought this, why not speak to me about it? You came on here and said LOL so people can't ask you why you wasn't defending me, attention seeking as usual." JT then hinted that Miami had done shady stuff to her behind closed doors, and she tweeted, "If I'm ever mad, I have a reason to be. Behind closed doors, you have done stuff to me that you think I should just get over. You never come to my defense when I would have literally took a bullet for you. When CP popped off, I was there first episode. And when someone canceled, I showed up in a red wig. Keep calling me mad like the internet do, but you know me, my heart pumped gold. I wish you the best always, and I love how fast you got on here behind Santana." At this point, I think we can all agree that it's going to be pretty hard for the City Girls to come back from this. Because between Miami trying to recruit JT and JT calling her out on her BS, this is one hot stinking mess. Fans hopped on this drama to drop their 2 cents, and they left comments saying, "Carisha is in the middle of a lawsuit, being accused of being a drug trafficking head and a sex worker who be recruiting other women or girls for Diddy? How is JT supposed to defend those allegations? Let's be real. Been looking at Young Miami sideways when it came to JT since 2022, but everyone called me delusional, honey. It was obvious she was moving funny and letting people get in her ear about JT, which is insane. 10 plus years of friendship down the drain because of secret animosity. And I've been waiting for this day because Young Miami been playing in JT face way too long. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about Miami trying to recruit her bestie and her covering up Diddy's alleged affair with Saucy Santana. Then check out this next video.